I'm Bruce on the Loose, and we're here at 12 Main Street.
112.
112 Main Street,
Yeah.
Byrd and Company.
Yes,
Elizabeth
sir.
Steiger is with us.
Yes.
And thank you very much for inviting us to do a show here. And we
Of
like to do
course.
local shows. And how long has Byrd and Company been in existence?
Oh, it's actually been in existence for quite some time. It started as me and a friend of mine doing craft shows
Right.
out and about, and eventually it was my goal to get a commercial residential space,
Right.
the dream, and we landed in downtown Wadsworth.
I really enjoyed the work on the outside. You have a beautiful front, and there's nothing like it in downtown. No one can match the brickwork and the very nice facade that you have.
Thank you. Yeah, it took us a lot to get it together. I mean, if you're local to here, you know that you've seen this building under construction for quite some time. And it was a feat, but very, very enjoyable to do. It took us a while. We were working on the inside, pretty much just me and my father and the help of my family, renovating the inside.
Stores like this are really unique to downtown. When you come in, you're not rushed. You can look for gifts for anniversaries, birthdays, special occasions, graduations, and you probably don't push people. You probably want them to look and see some of the unique items you have.
Exactly right. We try to we house a lot of different artists and just creative kits and stuff in here that you will probably never see anywhere else. And so we really like for people to come in here and just enjoy the artwork and being able to see what's on display.
You do a lot of things on your own. You do some jewelry and some creative crafts. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. So I'm a jeweler and a metalsmith, and so I do make a lot of work that's in the display cases, along with some of our other artists that are in there. I do a lot of commissions, a lot of custom work, and a lot of repair as well.
Okay, right, for sure. Yeah, sometimes the watches, have a little problems, or the necklaces. Boy, in the cabinet here, those necklaces kind of gleam. Can you describe those?
Sure. Yeah, we have a lot of. Actually, almost everything in our case is sterling silver.
Okay.
And I do have some elements of gold. And everything is handmade. And one of our biggest points is, we solder our jump rings, we weld them all together, so nothing should fall apart on you. And, I kind of give all my customers a guarantee that if you do have problems, bring it back, and I will fix it for you throughout its lifetime.
Right.
And I know where it came from if I made it, so
right,
yeah.
Sure, no question. So you stand behind your products
for
very
sure.
much?
Yeah,
for sure.
for
Sometimes
sure.
accidents happen. Sometimes it's not, or just wear and tear.
You
Maybe
know
someone
what?
likes it so much they wear it and
You
wear it.
have to wear your jewelry, and if nothing happens to your jewelry when you're wearing it, then I'd be shocked. It happens from time to time.
So I've been really inquisitive. How did you get the idea? Why Wadsworth? Why did you decide to look at Wadsworth and end up here?
Sure. I was kind of in and around this area growing up. We had a family-owned factory out in Rittman, and so I basically was coming in and around Wadsworth, having lunch here all the time, and so my family kind of landed out this way, in a way. We saw this beautiful historical building for sale, and it was just such a unique opportunity. And for the feel of our handmade artwork and the hardworking nature of being a craftsperson, the historical atmosphere of being downtown really, really worked for us. So that's essentially how we made it down here, and we love it down here. Everybody's been so great. The community has been so supportive, even through the construction. I've still had customers, so it's been wonderful.
So what about the neighbors here? What about the other stores? Do they support you? You
know
mentioned
what?
that,
It's
and
been-
they really
yeah.
get together.
Yeah, it's been a really great experience, just experiencing the community of the other shops. And, recently we've had a lot of new shops open up down here. And, it's been awesome just hearing from the customers like, oh, Urban Cottage sent me to see your dog Bullet, and or Ziggy, Ziggy,
right. Yeah.
Ziggy uniquely handmade. You have to go see Bullet down there, and
Yeah.
so just the camaraderie of the shops, and kind of bouncing our customers from one to the next, and if they can't find something here. I'm the first one to say you have to go down to Uniquely
Right.
Handmade and check it
For
out.
sure.
Yeah.
So what about First Friday? The first Friday of the month,
Right.
there's a celebration, and there's a unique motto to it.
Oh,
and
gosh,
people come in and they shop around on Fridays.
Yeah, it's a really good opportunity to bring people to downtown and check out all of our shops. So every single First Friday has been great, especially when the weather is good. It's amazing. We get a lot of people, and I get to meet so many new faces. So yeah, it's awesome.
I would think then word of mouth. I mean, if someone comes in, meets you, says, "Boy, there's some very unique things there,"
Right.
and then maybe their son or daughter comes back, or neighbor.
That's true. And a lot of it is meeting the dog Bullet, too, which you guys will see eventually. Yeah, there's a lot of word of mouth about meeting Bullet, and sometimes we have a second dog here. His name is Gus. He's got a full-time job, though, so he's at work right now.
No question about it. So what has been satisfying to you? Did you think that the Wadsworth community would respond the way they have?
Oh, I would expect nothing. Wadsworth is just such an open arm community, so yeah, I wasn't surprised, how great everybody has been, and it's just been such a nice experience finally being able to have people in the door as opposed to being under construction and trying to explain to people what's going on behind the curtain. So it's great finally getting to have the community in and meeting people, learning people's names. So I got a lot going on up here
Right.
with all the names and faces.
What are the hours of the store? When are you open?
So mainly I'm open Thursday through Saturday, 11 until 6, and this is non-holiday
Right,
hours.
right.
And then Sundays, 11 until 3.
Okay.
I do open up on Tuesdays, and then I say as long as I could throw up that open sign up outside, I am open. So whether that's a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, I try to be open as much as possible. But I am a new mother, and we all know how that goes.
Yes, yes. So do people come in and just browse for a little while, and
Yeah.
is there something that gets their attention and they buy something?
Oh yeah, we have the Lucky Mugs over there that people just love. They get a kick out of those.
And they look like they're a little more than 12 ounces. Looks like those could be 16.
Oh, you could
that'd be
get
good for
a nice coffee.
Yeah,
in there.
or hot
Yeah.
chocolate, since you mentioned the cold.
Right, exactly. We also have a lot of craft and art kits. We have the watercolor workbooks that people just love. And outside of just gazing at the art. So.
Yeah. What about some of the knickknacks you have here? Looks like some of this nostalgia. Some of the.
Yeah.
I was a history teacher.
Oh, were you?
So it looks like this could be the Roaring '20s.
The Gibson girls. Yeah, we have a vendor. Her name is Letterpress Jess, and she has a lot of funny, humorous stickers and pins. Yeah.
And I really enjoy, the color on the wall here. Are these one artist doing these?
Yes, so this artist is local to Wadsworth. Her name is Kathleen Lewis, and she is a cyanotype artist, and these are all of her original works And I just feel so fortunate to have her here in Wadsworth. She's brand new to the shop, and I'm excited to get the input from the community and to see her beautiful artwork.
And even you have some brushes here, so maybe some of the young people could get involved and get a pad there and go to town.
You know what? That's a good point. We do have a lot of craft kits, even for kids. We have bracelet kits, and we have different, basically adventurous kits, even for our young boys, like make your own motorboats and make your own kaleidoscope and a carving tool. So anything to inspire creativity and a sense of adventure and inspiration. So,
Yeah, it sounds like I was with my daughters in Indian Princess. We made boats, and they had a race.
Yes,
we raced them, and they really got a good kick out of that.
Yeah, you know, part of the point is to try to get people off of their phones and instead of using your hands for your phones, use your mind and your hands doing something creative. So that's kind of what we would love to inspire through Byrd and Company.
I'm sure the art teachers would appreciate that because they really set the foundation, and later we have a lot of students with talent, but it hasn't been developed.
You know, you're right. And actually, speaking about some of the art teachers, two of our artists here are art teachers from Wadsworth High School.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, we have Dave Derrig. We have some of his ceramics, tiles on our wall. He also makes some of our boxes and our larger vases on our shelving.
Yeah, I work with Dave Derrick. He was very, very good with the kids and really tried to get them to try things. Exactly
right. And so it's a pleasure having his work here. We also have artist Matt Charla. He has watercolors on the wall over in the corner. And he's going to be teaching a watercolor workshop here on May 4th. So I just feel so grateful to have these local artists surrounding us that want to be involved with Byrd and Company.
Yeah, that's very important because it's not like you're bringing in someone from California or New York. It's people here. The people here have talents, unique talents that people would appreciate.
You know, and it's an honor to be able to put those on display.
No question about it. So do you look at down the road? Is there something that you're missing in the store that you might add over the summer or maybe fall that you think people would be interested in?
I do have a lot of plans for Byrd and Company coming up, not only with our workshops and getting people involved with that. I have some stuff in my back pocket that I'm planning. Yeah.
Well, that's very important to get more people involved, and then word would spread, and then those young students could go from there and do more projects. And,
we have a
lot
of talented
immersed.
Artists.
No question about it. So. Has the opening of the store been as you planned, or what surprises?
No.
What surprises have happened?
It definitely did not go as planned, Bruce. No, within purchasing this building, I could have sworn that I'd be open within the first year.
Right.
5 years later, I opened in November of 2024. I guess the surprise is, dealing with the renovation of a historic building and the challenges with that. There came so many unforeseen things.
Well, I appreciate the walls. The walls, brick, and I used to live on Highland Avenue, the only brick street still in Wadsworth, and you can appreciate, being a history teacher too, we can appreciate history and how our forefathers, did things, and things lasted. Now the throwaway society, we go and throw it away.
Bruce, I'm telling telling you, you should see the size of my joists in the basement. They're huge. I could have an elephant in this room.
Right?
Yeah.
No question about it. And
Yeah, that's how they did stuff back then.
yeah, they made it to last.
For
They made it to
sure.
last, and
Yeah.
they took a lot of pride in it.
Right. You're exactly right.
So what, again, what do you have plans? I mean, do you do things outside the First Friday activities?
Well, we are having a couple workshops coming up soon. So far, we've run 2 different workshops. The polymer clay earrings workshop with L&A Clay, also local girls.
Okay.
We also ran the Catherine's Creative Glass class. We're running it actually this Sunday. It's all full. However, we are going to be running it again on April 27th, and I should have the sign up for that on my website coming up here soon.
All right, what would the participants do with the glass?
So if you have seen the work in our front window,
Right.
it's basically creating creating a painting of sorts with crushed glass and
Okay,
different
wow,
elements. And she walks you through how to do it, and she pours, you will, in the workshop, you will pour resin over it to freeze the glass into place.
Wow.
And when you hold it up into the window and the light hits it, it just creates a beautiful illuminating piece of art.
Yeah, my daughter
Yeah.
was a painting major at Syracuse, but she got stained glass. She took a couple classes
yeah.
and did some stained glass and really got into that quite a bit. And that's, you have to really go slow with that. You can't hurry through that, can you?
No, you can't hurry. You can't hurry. But the way Catherine walks you through doing this, we call it creative glass painting. She makes it really nice and easy for you in the experience. And then you come out with something beautiful to bring in your own home.
You know, during COVID, a lot of people were housed and they really couldn't get out too much. Some of the people developed hobbies or had a hobby and amplified it. So, you know, some of these activities are really geared to hobbies and, you know, stretching your mind a little bit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Part of our goal is just to inspire people to work with their hands and be creative and enjoy making artwork.
I see the staircase here. Where does that lead?
That leads to an apartment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. My
Okay.
brother and his
Okay.
dog Gus lives up there.
Okay.
If-
All right.
If
Fantastic.
you've seen the
They're-
dog with the mohawk downtown, you know.
Okay. All right. So Gus, we'll have to take a look at him and
Yeah.
Ziggy and your dog.
Yeah, Bullet.
Bullet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. Where did Bullet go? He
Come
was.
here, Bully. Come here, Bullet.
He is quite a
Come
dog.
here, Bully. Come here.
He is so friendly.
yeah.
He is so friendly. Hi, Bullet.
Yeah, he's part of my
Yeah.
marketing ploy. He stays
Yeah.
in the window and gets people. to
Yeah,
come
that's for
inside.
sure. I think I'll bring Buddy, and so you two could be buddies.
boy.
You could be friends. You know that?
Yeah, he's got a lot of friends here
Yeah.
downtown.
I bet he does.
Augie, his
Yeah.
little sidekick,
Right.
at the radio station. Now Archie and Ziggy. And Milo at Thurber Jewelers, so there's a lot of doggies down here now. Yeah.
It's nice to see the growth, and you
Right.
you were
A
part of
community.
it, and you support, as you say, if someone is looking for something, you send them down, or if they want to get breakfast, you send them down
Oh, yeah.
downtown to get
Yes,
something
sir.
to eat. So it's kind of a little village here of support.
It is, yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, it's awesome. It makes me feel happy to be in downtown Wadsworth for
Yeah,
sure.
no question
Yeah.
about it. So you've got a lot of support, and when snow comes through the city, I think I've seen them sometimes shoveling off.
Oh
and
my
making
gosh,
sure,
we are
making
well
sure people-
salted down here.
making sure people get in without falling and not having
Yes.
any difficulties.
Yes, sir.
So anything else you could add to the show? We have had a good time. We've
Yeah.
talked, and we'll have Abe go ahead and take some pictures. What about these two big pictures here? Those are really kind of unique.
Oh, yeah. So amongst the artists in here, it's a little bit of a family affair.
Okay.
That is a painting that my father painted.
Wow.
And it's a self-portrait of him painting my mom.
Okay. Okay.
And
All right.
my mom is also another one of the artists here. She
Wow.
does a lot of the ceramic work and some of the mosaics that you see. So when you came and entered Byrd and Company, you saw that big mosaic on the ground.
Yeah.
That is my mother's.
So it's a family affair.
Family
Yeah.
affair.
So everyone contributing to the common good.
Oh, yes, yeah. My parents are retired and they started working for an art gallery shortly after.
Well, that's good to know. Very,
Yeah.
very good to know. No question
Yeah.
about it. So I appreciate the time we've had together and learned a lot. And we will have to open the door for people in Wadsworth and the surrounding
Sure.
communities. It isn't just Wadsworth, folks. You probably see people from Wayne County and Summit County
We
and
do.
Cleveland and all over.
Yep, we're going to bring people in from all over.
Yeah, no question about it.
Yeah.
And they will ponder all the things they see or buy some things and jewelry and go from there. Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you, sir.
We had a good time, and thanks for viewing Bruce on the Loose. And Abe will get a lot of good shots coming up.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.